Hey, I'm Roland and I'm right here at MWC 2018 and we're looking at the Ulefone T2 Pro, which is their new pretty crazy device that they're doing with an 18 by 9 inch screen that is 6.7 inches in diagonal. It runs at 2160 by 1080, at least that's what they're officially saying. And if you look closely at this, you'll notice that this thing really has some crazy corners and some really good work on the bezel-lessness, let's just say it that way. And it also has a notch. So up there is not only the earpiece that's integrated right up there between in the notch part, there's also a front-facing camera that does sadly not work yet. Also, this is a very early prototype, so there's a bunch of ghost touches going on, and the software really hasn't been optimized for this device yet, as you can see, because of the time that is off right there. But if you look at the corners and just look at the frame, this thing is really almost bezel-less. So we have just about 1 millimeter of bezel on this thing, and it still has a metal frame. As you can see, there's this inner frame that has this black bezel, which adds a little more to the width of the frame, but it's still very impressive. At the bottom, you still get these rounded corners and a very small chin, actually. So they still have the chin, but it's super tiny, actually. That's probably needed because they have to wrap around the display driver somehow to move it to the front, or to actually connect the screen to the innards of the device. Officially, they're saying it's supposed to run the Helio P70 by MediaTek, but that chip hasn't even been announced yet. It also sports 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of flash storage, at least that's what they're saying. Under the hood, there's probably just some testing board that is just in there for showing off how awesome this screen is. So if you look into the future for a couple of years, this is probably what we're going to end up very soon in devices. You can see this has a metal frame. It's highly shiny, but it's also obviously a metal frame because of the metal, or the cutouts in the metal for the antennas. If you go around the back, you'll see this has a glass cover. It's also cracked, so it's already hit the bottom at some point. There's a dual camera setup back here, which they can't really tell me what resolution it is. And also there's a dual LED flash right there. If you move over to the left, this is where your SIM card and your SD card would go in the future. And at the bottom, there is 2 speaker grills, probably just 1 speaker, and in the middle is your USB Type-C port. As you've already probably noticed, there is no headset jack on this device. Right now it's supposed to be running Android 8.0, but I'm not going to try and check because right now the screen is really killing this device. But as I said, it's just pretty much a tech demo of what is possible, and let's just hope they get this thing done at some point and release it to the market. This is actually a working prototype of a 6.7 inch device with super tiny bezels and a small notch at the top for the camera and the mic. So this has just been a very quick look at the Ulefone T2 Pro here at MWC 2018. If you like what I do on my channel, just follow along, sub, and also follow me on Twitter for the news and the leaks, and I'll see you later.